I want you to be honest with me for a second. When was the last time you checked your bank account? Like, really looked at it. Not just a quick glance to make sure you have enough for gas, but actually sat down and looked at where the money is going. If the thought of doing that makes your chest feel tight or makes you want to just go to sleep, you aren't alone. And more importantly, you are not lazy. We love to throw that word around in American culture. Lazy. If you aren't grinding, you're lazy. If you aren't optimizing your side hustle, you're lazy. But what you're feeling right now, that paralysis, that inability to care about saving an extra 50 bucks, that is a psychological and physiological response. It's called financial burnout. And today, we are going to talk about why it's happening, why it's not your fault, and how we can quietly, slowly start to fix it without working harder. Because let's face it, simply existing lately, it's expensive. Think about the last 5 years. Just take a second. You have lived through a global pandemic, historic inflation, and a housing market that seems designed to lock you out. You've been told that if you just skipped the latte, you'd own a home. But the math doesn't math anymore, and your brain knows it. This is the first layer of burnout: futility. Human beings are wired for reward. We work, we get a reward. We hunt, we eat. But right now, for people between 28 and 45, that loop is broken. You work harder than ever, but the money vanishes into rent, student loans, and groceries before it even hits your savings account. When the effort doesn't match the reward, the brain stops producing dopamine. You literally stop getting the chemical signal that says, "Good job, keep going." So you stop trying. You order the takeout even though you have food in the fridge. You buy the little treat because it's the only hit of dopamine you can afford. We call this doom spending, but I think that's too harsh. It's really just a survival mechanism. You are trying to feel something other than stress. Then there's the second layer, decision fatigue. Every single day, you are making thousands of micro calculations. Is this gas station cheaper? Can I afford this subscription? Did I pay the electric bill? This constant low-level financial anxiety runs in the background like an open app draining your battery. By the time you get home, your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for long-term planning, is fried. So when someone tells you to rebalance your 401k or audit your spending, it feels physically impossible. It's not that you can't do math, it's that you have no mental energy left to do it. So, what do we do? If you were physically burnt out, like if you ran a marathon every day for a month, what would a doctor tell you? Would they tell you to run faster? No, they would tell you to rest. We need to treat your finances with the same logic. Phase 1 is the financial detox. For the next 7 days, I want you to do absolutely nothing new. Stop trying to side hustle, stop trying to learn stock trading, stop trying to maximize your credit card points. Just let the system cool down. You need to lower the noise floor in your life. When you are burnt out, optimization is the enemy. Simplicity is the medicine. Once you've taken a breath, we move to phase 2, automate the anxiety. Remember that decision fatigue? We need to kill it. Most people rely on willpower to save money. Willpower is a muscle, and yours is exhausted. You need to set up systems that work while you are asleep or while you are too depressed to look at your phone. I don't care if it's only $20 a paycheck. Set up an auto transfer to a savings account at a different bank. Then delete the app for that other bank. Make it annoying to access. By removing the decision, you remove the stress. You aren't saving anymore, you're just having less money to spend. And weirdly, humans adjust to that incredibly fast. Phase 3 is the hardest one. It's redefining enough. We are bombarded with images of extreme wealth. The goalpost for success has moved to the moon. You see a 22-year-old crypto millionaire on TikTok and you feel like a failure because you rent an apartment. You have to opt out of that race. You have to realize that the race is rigged. Financial health isn't about a yacht, it's about the ability to sleep at night. Create a good enough budget, not a starvation budget, a budget that admits you are a human being who sometimes needs to order a pizza to stay sane. When you budget for the burnout, when you actually plan for the lazy days, you stop feeling guilty about them. And guilt is expensive. Acceptance breaks the cycle. I want to address the elephant in the room. Some of you are thinking, this sounds nice, but I'm literally drowning in debt. And you're right. Panic won't pay it either. Panic makes you make high-risk bets. Panic makes you vulnerable to scams. The only way out of a deep hole is slowly, boringly. It's unsexy, it's not viral content, but it is the only thing that works. You need to forgive yourself for where you are right now. You navigated an economy that changed the rules on you. That is not laziness, that is survival. Financial burnout usually happens right before a breakthrough if you don't quit. But not quitting doesn't mean running full speed. It means just staying on the track. Walking is allowed. Crawling is allowed. Just don't leave the stadium. So, here is my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, I want you to mute every financial influencer who makes you feel anxious. Yes, even me if I stress you out. I want you to write down one single financial goal that is purely about safety. Not financial freedom, just safety. Make the goal so small you can't fail. Win once, then win again. You reclaim your life by realizing that money is a tool to support your life, not the other way around. If you spend your whole life stressed about money, you are essentially poor, no matter how much you have in the bank. Poverty of time and poverty of peace is still poverty. So, take a breath. You're doing the best you can in a really weird, really hard world. And that is enough for today. It really is. If this video made you feel a little lighter, stick around. We talk about money here, but we try to be human about it. Let me know in the comments, what is the one lazy thing you're going to do to heal your burnout? I read them. I'm rooting for you. See you in the next one.